Uzafo makwaba abadwedie so kasebo no akogu na mo bra so ye bra ye twetwe enkomo na ense baba beda pono so ese corruption perception index for ediaba eno ye Transparency International de abase ewiase nyina se yesusu se aman bi wo ho a enemu enna ho na Ghana kan wiase ho de kopaye no Ghana edi bi se emfie nani aduaso ho ana yeda ema yenya ewo susudue no eye aduanan miensa eno ena honsam echese Ghana bi ntie ba twetwe company for anyime mi no ba twetwe nkomo eye Atik Yakubu ono National Communication Team member NPP ena afemi wo ora Joshua Kwame Fuga ono eye Ashanti Regional Officer Interparty and CSO Relations, former parliamentary candidate aspirant for Ofori Krum ewo Ashanti region. E was for na nyumre me no ba wetwen ko was for madwom makwaba. Bibi abokọ de.
Basa ya dom.
Ratik. Mamisha asemfi waja ya sebofo na nam ho apaso. Isa perception index ebaso a eya aban otia konwa so no na amanfo se aban anhwe ntuketa ase keta ase ebi nso kire se eyo man mu ni nyina da bia ba bedadwa chief of staff kra kasa se aban no etutu anamon ba hwe index na ba na ya 70 ho a chese yenkoyachi yemeyanim dia bai aboard no ndo apa osima aduasa ba konti the next 10 minutes na ma me time dia tiwe yehu ne sen
dedika me din chawe me tifo eni ahwefo na mo hwe o internet store.
Okay.
See, over the years the government bia a campaigner being it in power or in opposition, that is a political party in power or in opposition will be a campaigner. Corruption is always part of the campaign message. And it seems that right from yes, with the 1992 constitution, basically, corruption has always been part of the campaign message. Say your opposition, say your power, you be too catastrophic project as always that has been the campaign message. And about over 30 years in practicing multi-party democracy, we are still talking about corruption, and it seems that perception that people have about government institutions and state actors still remains the same. There is no better improvement. Some of the years a drop it by 4%, some 3%. We share CPI on the buy now. It remains at 43 over 100 countries, and maximum demand so I think about 43% or so. Nina still under 50 no. And from where I sit no, Sankai Bia, anyone from the other side, that is the NDC in. We should look at this issue in a bipartisan approach. I am farm on your same from because the moment they shall say, now say, oh, you're there now there. Yeah, examples, but I'm just my account here. Then, my taking me stand, also I take you stand. And at the end of the day, no solution to tackle corruption. No, we are not able to tackle. But each and every ordinary Ghanaian being himself, each and every ordinary Ghanaian being himself. See, corruption has been prevailing even in our household, in our families, in our churches, in our mosques.
Is it a case of NDC MPP and I can't say political parties say Ghana and NDC MPP nko and now share other institutions and stakeholders and I say mining nyina and NDC MPP nko ntina me wasam na oka no what they are for me no pen ntina me cancer no say
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, say the two commission and a committee. That's what Muba. Because say say implemented the report we about say tackle corruption. It will still be implemented with the parties that have been in power. That is the MPP and NDC. Because we share reports from the buyer now. MBB. We share they targeted the police, which each and every party be power, being MPP and NDC, they have ministers who are interim ministers that the police fall under. they have the IGP that the president appoint, being the MPP or NDC. We share tax officials, under GRE, MPP, NDC, the heads of it. And at the end of the day, they say you will implement things that will keep down corruption in the country. And I make us say, when we are able to take a bipartisan approach to tackling this issue, we'll be able to do it. You see, the laws work, but what has always been dividing us is politics.
When you're sure what is prevailing in the country, during the park on the trail, so what Ghana had here, it goes beyond police in the maturity. No,
it goes beyond police in the maturity. And I'm catching a song, corruption, and I make a say, even in our household, is there. Young fan say, okay, DC, CCR, fan why DC, and I say, I'll point to us a CEO, Bush opinion, and then Obama cannot ever convert to her. But I say, Unia, we are better than idea. Because you saw that they will be free. I don't be free idea. On the catch of foot on the beyond, because you saw that they will be free. I didn't know. What's it? Okofane. That is the question. So corruption, no, it is within our setup. It is there. Now, I say within our homes, within our churches, within even with the people that we roll with, we still see this petty corruption going on. And you see, it is marginalized in a way. So they go for police and the politicians, always police and the politicians. Reason being that police is always to protect the citizenry. And the citizens have a more approach with the police than even the military, fire service, and customs and so forth. But it doesn't change the fact that we got police engage them every day on the road, protecting them and everything. Issue about more momentum, the police say, oh, skinny a car, a petrol need a car to munti the paracribe and go to petrol. But all this kind of must say, I'm go to car no. I'm go to car no to petrol. I'm to car no more street, I'm to petrol no. So it's kind of fine for. Intermediate as a police deal with more much with the citizenry. And our government is where they started government. Previously, there used to be police officials of the presidency. Usually now one two formation. But instead that's the officials of the officials within the Flagstaff House or the seat of government. Maybe around 6th or 7th. The reason why usually normal targeted officials of the presidency, say, so be how sorry say being mana, they all point out to government. Even issues that are personal, everybody has to blame it on government because government they say issue be so will be a problem. The back stops with the government. But the institutions that people think that they are how do I put it? Say institutions are more fairly say some institutions we almost solve your problems. Those are the people that they make the corrupt allegation on the most. But there are other agencies they are also part of our daily life, but we don't have a personal interaction with them. Okay. So they don't mention them. Okay. Anti-corruption, as Okano, it's not about just the police, the tax collectors, and all those people. It goes beyond them. It is me and you. But
Obinso say non-profanity, special particular example here. He said the Okase office of the president, a man for cancer, and say, for example, what my contract say contract am kwaye kwan. Your contract munsem wo yeja enye so ye ana de ama no procurement in your money ade wo the quality of ade no kwakwa no abegu kwan no so nansa be ko na atutu ye nka hweje no ne ma the office of the president ade no amanfo nya sa perception is ni para de adwuma na mana wanyi ni so wanka hwe anche ne dia na bibi wo ne ntem sa asem no so onyini se ka ho also be ka se police ba be bi di enya ese yesika pa ya kwan ho ne sika kese no ko obehwe budget ho ne sika kese ko ho so ne ye enu nansa na ase.
I'm now this example. Rose Minister, we name the qualification, all right, but I don't think that the Ejumano relates to Rose. Health Minister, right, we name the qualification,
yeah,
but it doesn't relate to health, right? Into our professionals are, or more institutions, state institutions over the period, they are the ones to do those checks. Into say I acquire. those civil servants, they are the people who have to go and check that the quality of it is done. It is on report on the minister now are buying a no say or no interest on the man say, Mr. Minister, it's money there. A beer and 10%.
I think we know at the end of the government that is no banter on this issue, but normal example I see a candidate here. Say for example, you dan kra you see the demoni ade. Me mason you. Ba ba na pile bia chia pa obehu. Say be health minister no. Onye bia health professional. Ba no me bi wo ha procurement kiti bi wo ha. Si esi edu no kra ma ye ho so man pa. Me mmọ kwan bi na waka say bia wo de wani esi obi ho. Ba ye nami ye nyina hu say kwan we die. Ka ban bo akira nke be ye. Na ye dia kwa se road inspector ma mekentimi am ye minister no kwan na me dia aban ni sika kwa manipa na road inspector anye na adwuma yi no once o ye road inspector ntimi hu se kwan e wo se nkedi 5 years 3 months time na tutu.
So one thing that we forget is that so on pakunya kwan ni wia na say omo inspectors no kwhwe wia you have to pay utua ne car okon baby. Deɛ yɛ ni
we free omanum
debi deɛ yɛ ni ene mra etre say okay oyɛ kwan a road no say bebe do 20 years and start to home portals also say corner sounds to they will also cover it okay
but say o kasa dia ye kwan ye tete class first class road hwan ene sapiti na ye were various stages and classes of asphalt in nke kan on there.
You can't put the whole blame on the politician. Because the reason
I'm not putting the whole blame, but they may kind of say, "We dey me no bantal." But they may patch and say, "What dey adwuma ma me say minister." Me so me dey akwa komasa that say or no so a road contractor. To aso. But me am was no. The immediate nipa no report to me no. Say me hold him to account. Next time no okwa or no so do di n'echi no. Obehwe no.
So they can say there should be punitive measures to
perception na something mama no kasa yes perception say makoye kwan ya koye kwan fan say me road bi aja me program ye ntimi wo kwan bi amfa so a ye gu kwan no so 2023 na around April edu September na kwan na tutu eno na make say yanka hwede na che you was wrong the adwuma na man no for say eye. But Ghanaian we will say your tax ni ye enye.
I don't make us on. The person me challenge and so on. The people to be blamed the most civil servants. Okay. And civil servants no. O classmate, me nua wo fa sene me wo fa.
Yes, aso boy man we mo na ba. Me da se mesi aba so biem. Mr. Joshua Kwame Fuga mamra so. MC me nua I take di kan kwa do se yemfa nhye mo amanyofo na but me force yemmiem se ne be obi abenya ne chefa ewom se ncho ne die ewom tumi se report o yi pa de o chia no isanse bia bibia change nsanti o chia report ne pa ma ko yi di ama ipa ko a o ka de ba ne nyina ne sa perception ye keka bo ma ne nyina ba bia net ne yemmiem yi papa ba te bibiem tumi se nyina yi di fo me ametie me ka ho wo ka ho obi aka ba ye nyina gie mfum so tuma e ba ko enim sa perception in the siyasa abri I stagnant since we tie we Ghana yenye ne den
of meda wase na machia hwefo ma mentia menua free MPP na menchia wa omom so ejoso medinchia mo edene be ma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama when we saw about pro about his build the Ghana we want tour and now ba Ashanti region na wo hwe dwumaso be ye senior Santiman eje na efepa na enumere ya na yenya ntie se aye bossman Asari we issue statement bia or chere say omo pese electoral commission has changed the date from December to November. And enumere the general secretary of our party issue letter. Unse nano ye say be
so the many brief na enye discussion many brief mpacho
and the party's position is that per the last IPAC meeting na yekoye no there was a consensus building say all the implementations are easy person your number in 2028. Minimum issue on that no. Say ye kase CPA was say nya aboche na ye church the ahwefo na etie from ye.
Yetio.
CPA na aseche na ne say modern ba aban bia fa so okutia ketasehye dream die ene kono kankan. Na yenko abakoso mu kakra. Omampanyi dada akufo ofri aban mu no. There's a history here. Ofri aban mu na ye CPI. We're hovering around 67th country. As of 2012, now you're the 64th. 2008, near the 67. 2012, now you're the 64. Not to say a boy a home day. And now, Oman John Dramani Mahama Beso Abaimu. Obeso Abaimu no, Yakoda 56.
All corner and I say. I say all can they never say all transition
or now
figures now so me who bra all corner baby da transition where you for
yes
about do
enti John Mahama Omanpanyi John Mahama ekono
can Mampani John Mahama enti Omanpanyi transition there baby all corner figure na ho na dia mana
yes
wo de ewura we mu na
enti from 2008 na year 67th 2012 about 64th 2016 na that 56th na o share performance and nature say as a country no na ye boy homodin ye pa enti Transparency International for a report we say even Ghana was doing better than China, Brazil and Greece in terms of fighting against corruption. And say Omino na ayadibia ye boy homodin pa ye. Na Ghana for ye say John Mama ngotina baby. Na yemfa amamolu emma e na nado danko kufuado. Obeka ya o kan say bebre. Say ye hwe nimfia wedi o mefa Ghana sika o ba ba kwetia ketahye dream die krono kankan. E na Ghana for nya agide wonumu. Enduhwe John Mama time na our performance na eda 47/100 according to the Wako school no so we try 10% and we try 20% no net is on no ya there ache ho enti e die no Joma ma efri abamu no we were 47th na minya as we are speaking 7 years of Nanado in government area the ATM 47th aye jama ye Nanado danko Akufo-Addo no enyuma me no ka say watia ba 43 ama 43 no aye stagnant a bibie di dance say Nanando amambo no enya amambo bia omaye ready say ombe kwenti aye katase dream die ni krono kankan omonye ready
oh
na
chief of staff Abeka Safa ho
omonye ready but the records are show me I use figures and I'm defending my points okay and to we a Transparency International mo bibie mo friend no rule of law index no ekire ekwan a aban fa so de the courts of competence jurisdiction edukutia eye katahye jurim die eno so ko fa John Mahama performance we scoring 0.6 and now me no ka say a drop 2023 a drop by 0.55 nature say emre wo say edukutia katahye jurim die no so no eno so enye adwuma na my main cite example PDS the vice president is on record said he instructed that a bank guarantee should be changed into an insurance guarantee. Yet you know ha, you share electricity bill PDS to almost about 6 to 8 months. And now we know what say. 180 me to an amount of what say. Bill say you share my PDS no omobu konta. Obi ntimi mbu konta. Mehwe nyae ma Mrs. Iliadapa. Special prosecutor to anamon bebre say sika osusu say wanfa kwampa so enya a ode mra kwentia no you have another court or other special prosecutor ne say oni hu tumi say odi say dwuma na odi na ni tonja ma me no nature says sa rule of law index na ye kan wansem no ayade bia eno so etoche ma wo because so 2015 we were 34th and now me know because the rule of law index so we are 61st. Next is all the indicators any performance I ye di ma aye na nado da go kufu ado no wasade akwachi even more than kufu time because kufu time na 67th and they will trim akọ 70th. Next is eduma o manpanyin dada kufu ye eduma eye o manpanyin dada mills ye eduma incoming president John Dramani Mahama ye no na nado aba bo eduma ni na egu ama asoman enima ye kono yase akoyechi hwe na de bi e kase sebi o hwe nsem mo ka fo mampani John Mahama ho a obeka mampani John Mahama ban so
onyini se mebo onyini se de ye kan I'm not holding brief say bia me support to the I take kan no
yeah
but say you di eshi e de shase no o hwe corruption di that perception we perception e wo Ghana the way leadership no say them can the way my contract near them but say the what level back say a hwa na wo no onyi ni say ya nya ntum say ase wo no so problem wo hwa ye be ye mpreto so say ya na de bia bia no na NDC dia share MPP na MPP dia share this because if you were bia the last time me ba no me kono ho ono so be try say or the show in as the general side ne wo no yen hwenka because do be no say civil servant woman and say other stakeholders which at times is true because we are a contractor or a politician but nim say you be a politician to work akose no na dey ba share more amanyofo no only say time aso say you travel
sad but say everything is about leadership me do be ko check ka o man pin that time so wan baby kwa
okay
na pension no ohwe hawa na okutia ketashe dream dia na efe keke wa boss we peer state institution na waba be conduct ono ankasa ne personal investigation inti emma we civil servant mpokura na we yemu hwehwe so obaye bibia enye enunti no so wo hwe ya it reflected in the performance of our CPI. Eto sumi no hwe John Dramani Mahama penso a the minister say yes site omu nyina for one reason or the other omo ye mfumso bia na in fact ebi mu kra nya mfumso a na no keke no de kan no John Dramani Mahama ka chom so mo gotine fie. These actions led say your performance e was CPI it me increase here from the 64th position to 56th position. It na say leadership no so your man penyi be na so ba be diso na say which the ekwan bia the civil servant follow suit the ordinary worker follow suit everybody nipa ku bi o man knows o man penyi oba e no why na adwen say obeku anti aketa say dream de nti no yemwa no na we de o man penyi bia sabi ye hwe health minister o ka Sheikh Akmatum Sikom go to man say omon 5 year vaccine be by vaccine number. It took the Auditor General's report and send a babu so much sikapudiwe na vaccine in my. Basing now me no cause is the health minister still at post? So if the health minister is still at post, what are you communicating to the civil servants? Okay. What are you communicating to the ordinary worker?
Time I should to make second round na
yemra they make na go say it's all about the leadership. Say oyo o man penya say your mention sir kai say ade a obey na namonto obetu no it serves as an example for emofa na yeso ye dey you do wetin na ye hwe wo no enu nti na your performance na very poor no
but that's I think yeah okay said you sha say them say ona mode kwa wie but the maybe say
no
said ye na obi ka say season na ye wo mu ye kwa batu mu any the abey any both leading parties here wa odi kan NDC MPP mo primaries amu ye wonyi twen nyadoa we ba MPP ma betibi oba NDC ma betibi season ye wo mu ni de ati bo sheben na na ase asembe na be ka che Ghana ni obeje di se ebetumi akon enya number papa bi the ensuing years eda enemy.
You look where your number as in relation to corruption perception.
Yeah.
Okay. before that, I would like to counter some of the inaccuracies and untruth that he said. I want to lies.
I come.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Martin. No, or can say about the rule of law and how the justices in the court work. We as a government, as the MPP government, to corruption perception index, I'm a form. On okay, you said it.
I said rule of law index.
Rule of law index. Rule of law index. Ama justices the Superior Court of Justice and its courts, they are not able to fight corruption war. If that is the narrative that he's giving, but then in all that he's saying, or can I do say, special prosecutor, I'm going to at the end, another court is telling the special prosecutor to release the funds that was seized from Siladapa back to her. But what do you expect? Does the special prosecutor have the right to pass judgment? It is a court that pass judgment. So what are you talking about? At one breath, you are saying that the courts are not working. The courts are working too. They have a problem with it. So how do you approbate and probate at the same time? What do you expect us to do? Is that what I'm saying here? Now, another inaccurate thing that he said. So one more time, perception corruption index, the CPI, all right. Under Mahama, it was better when they were leaving power. That is 2016, was better. In fact, he said 56. They were at 56 points. I don't know whether they were at the position of 56.
Out of the country.
56.
Yes.
That one too is a lie. That one is a lie. Let me show you something. And I'm taking time. And I'm taking screenshot from the corruption perception index. We're 2023. And I want to say 2023. Ghana score 43 over 100, rank 70 out of 180 countries. That is 2023. Score change. Say bia you improve and as about from A0. You improve you about from B
the story is stagnant.
Stagnant. Under NDC 43%. Same as 43% of the NPP in 2023. And I was saying over 43% over 100, rank 70 out of 176. There is no 56 anywhere. You check your facts when you are giving your speaking notes. No, hold on. On the score change, I dropped it by 4%. Since 2015, your score change has dropped by 4%. I am not writing it. When you're speaking notes, I don't want to say, this is from the corruption perception in their website. So, which figures are you talking about here? Which improvement are you talking about here? And I also maybe I say taking it in a bipartisan approach, we will end up solving the issue. Thinking that maybe he would have taken the bait for us to have a bipartisan conversation, but it seems he went on the usual politics. So it will be politics as usual. Look, you cannot tell me, a president who was asked a direct question whether he's taking a bribe before, and he was fumbling around the question, just a simple question. He said, "Opa, what could you now read between say what me chida or say me fawechi as Bema and as a Wukno?" You are asked a simple question. Have you ever taken bribe before? Is it as a person or as a president? Is that how to answer? And you think the corruption perception index will come down? It won't come down. Who the same former president of flag bearer now? Uja de mudia kwaje Ford car ebuso counts we aje. Uja de mudia kwaje Ford just because of an embassy war you got too far we kept embassy war kwa uje nwa de mudia
Joshua Bremo.
And you tell me that corruption perception index will come down.
I think
Uncle do Burkina Faso still mo nyamba Ghana. And you tell me that corruption perception index will come down.
Momremo time na so na yempo.
Where the medimanu besi no Ghana for na dia dance say 2016 and now the Danko for the Gina Simpiso. And a friend Jack Toronto.
I know free.
Was it?
I know free.
Jack Toronto.
One friend Jack Toronto.
President.
Debbie, I know dear. So I didn't my castle on my shoe. Maybe my Obia me to penny be on my shoe, Debbie.
Where there's on the lighter note. And today my intro. Oshe eba or this share Ghana for say or Bible quit kata say dream there and then you know ne yehu no the goodwill and another danko for the Ghana for and they knew you because any man needs to so be after 7 years, 8 years, Ugusi can afford. What has been the improvement on your side? At the end of the day, no, yeah, Kase, I mean, figures and America now, all Kase want to say, rule of law index, acquire ye use the court system to fight against corruption.
The facts are here.
And now, many workers say,
what the facts?
The rule of law index, the rule of law index, no.
I think Canadian
your mama time, no, 0.6, and that Tiaba 0.55. These are the records that are there. Me see, John Mahama's worst performance has always been your best performance. Did John Mahama score 47% in fighting against corruption as CPI figure? Yes or no? No. So what are you talking about?
It's here. You don't know what you are saying. The figures are here. I'll show you the figures.
Let me read it at the
This is reading from Ghana web. I'm giving you from the CPI website. Let me tell you.
Oh yes, next time I be you be. I mean to me kasampacho.
Me bacho mami ready.
Okasa no one kasa.
Me bacho me ready. This is Ghana web. Thursday, 28 January 2016. The annual corruption perception index for 2050 released Wednesday, January 27th. 2016 placed Ghana 56th out of 167 countries and territories with overall score of 47. What are you talking about? Maybe it's not video.
I'm talking from CPI website. You are talking from Ghana CPI website.
The mama's
here
7 or not.
43.
You have taken us 43.
Yakubu Ase MPP Sanso and Joshua Kwame Fuga so Medana se. Ana medimo si Meda Sadata se Meda Kuni na se. Se de Jumedino Ebremo. Madam, I say, come on.